As a game designer, I believe that without enough play and games, the world would be facing a litany of problems. Perhaps the places without play already are. Unfortunately, I think South Africa is one of these places. However, before we can fix the problem of South Africa's play drought, we need to identify the issues that most need players' help. So, let me tell you a brief story. There was a young man who was retrenched from his job. All he had left was the chicken he bought for lunch, the bicycle he used to get to work, and his own body and brains. So, he ate the chicken, sold the bicycle, walked home, and remained unemployed for the next 5 years. Not exactly what you'd call an inspiring story, but the elements for his success are all there. Can't you see them? Perhaps not. But this story typifies two problems I believe are at the heart of many of South Africa's issues: low standards of education and high youth unemployment. The required pass mark for matric is currently at a low 33%. You can get a matric even if you only know 1/3 of the syllabus. Perhaps then we shouldn't be surprised that in South Africa, youth unemployment hovers at 42%, one of the highest rates in the world. Despite this, already low levels of entrepreneurship among people aged between 18 and 34 are declining by 16% between 2010 and 2011 alone. The situation is dire. So, let me tell you a slightly different story. There was a young man who was retrenched from his job. All he had left was the chicken he bought for lunch, the bicycle he used to get to work, and his own body and brains. So, he rode the bicycle until he could find someone to buy the chicken. With that money, he bought 2 chickens, sold them, and bought 4 more. This man today owns one of the largest shopping centers in South Africa. The elements for his success were there, and he knew how to use them. With each consecutive sale, he grew his entrepreneurial self-esteem until his success was inevitable. So, how do we educate the youth about entrepreneurship and increase their entrepreneurial self-esteem? Well, it's obvious, isn't it? We make a Mixit game. Currently, there are 10 million active users on the Mixit platform, and a staggering 70% of these are between the ages of 15 and 25. The gamified solution I propose is called ETA, or Entrepreneurship Training App, and is aimed at this age bracket. Through this Mixit game, the youth will develop the entrepreneurial skills, mindset, and self-esteem required for them to start thinking and behaving entrepreneurially. In this game, each week, players will be given 2 quests to help them start their businesses, generate ideas, and keep those same businesses running. These quests may be as simple as go and find your first customer, or as complex as calculate your income versus your expenses for a week of trading. These quests will be given virtually, but enacted physically. Each time a player completes a quest, they will receive points that tally up to new levels. These points and levels act as a viewable progression for each player's development of both their business and their entrepreneurial skills and self-esteem. This system will also encourage cooperation between players through a forum where ideas can be discussed and partnerships forged. When players reach a certain level, they will also become entitled to a short course in entrepreneurship in their province. This will be funded by the proceeds gained from the app's price, a minimal R1, which will also serve to updating the application. The education they receive in the game will be instantly translatable into the course should they choose not to immediately use it to start a business. However, this game is not simply about starting businesses. At the start of a game, players can also choose between various course packs: startup or management. The former is largely about idea creation and setup, while the latter will be about a focus on challenges entrepreneurs and their businesses face each and every day. With the success of this app, will come further quest packs based on other core entrepreneurial concepts, such as sales and networking. By gamifying the development and education of the entrepreneurial process, we can empower the formerly disempowered. Currently, the highest used app on Mixit, Joker, retains 5% of all users over 12 weeks. If this 8-hour app was produced, and we equal this penetration, and achieve the conservative benchmarks for entrepreneurial intervention, within 12 weeks, we could potentially have up to 3,500 new businesses and employees. This would either mean we'd have a lot of new shopping centers or a new legacy of youth entrepreneurship. The youth would look at their bicycles, their phones, their communities, and not simply see items or people, but potential resources that could be converted into productive enterprises. We could teach young people how to create their own jobs. Wouldn't that be worth doing?